Meet Leah Coffman. She rediscovered an old love and turned it into a second act.
I have been drawing and painting from the days I was a child and have always loved artwork. And then life happened, kids came along, work came along, there was not time to paint. So when I retired from Virginia Western Community College, I actually picked up a paintbrush again and realized just how much I loved the creative arts and being involved in those. So I took a class through the Lifelong Learning Institute up at Virginia Tech, fell in love with watercolor and have been doing watercolor ever since, expanding some into alcohol ink and acrylic pours, but primarily watercolor. Using the creative medium and the watercolor to explore different ideas and concepts that I'm passionate about. A lot of paintings that I've done have been of horses because I'm a horse person. I have 3 of my own and I care for 8. And then a lot of the paintings I've done have been of wildlife that we've seen around our farm. Raccoons, foxes, chipmunks, squirrels, things that just give us some joy in our day-to-day life.
Lee's own horses have served as an inspiration, but it's the plight of a herd on the other side of the country that inspired a painting on the Sisterhood of the Second Act set.
Okay, the painting that you've got on the set right now is titled Salt River Mustangs. Salt River is an area in northwest Arizona, southwest Colorado, where there are several fairly large herds of wild mustangs. And in recent days, months, the Bureau of Land Management has been rounding up these wild horses, and some of the older ones, some of the younger ones have been sent off to slaughter. So I wanted to try to capture the essence of the wild Mustang as much as I am capable of while we still have them to enjoy.
Animals aren't Lee's only inspiration. An act of love prompted her to paint another work you can see on the Sisterhood set.
The gift it represents an image of an older gentleman, I would have to say probably in his 70s, maybe his 80s, and he's carrying a bouquet of hand-picked wildflowers to his wife. And I like the idea that tells me you're never too old for a little bit of romance in your life, and you're never too old for love in your life. So it was a joyous painting to work on.
No matter what the subject matter, Lee hopes her work inspires the viewer to feel.
One of the things that I try to show is the emotion of the subject matter and that sense of being that you see in it. When I'm painting sailboats, I want you to feel the movement of the water and the rocking of the boat on the water. So I try to capture that emotion that you might feel from looking at the topic. When I have a creative idea hit me, it becomes a real challenge because I have to paint it. It's not a question of wanting to paint it. That subject will haunt me until I get it down on paper or canvas because it speaks to me and I hope it speaks to you. But you get that urge that says, I have to do this. I have to try to make this as moving and real as possible so that you get the same pleasure looking at it that I had creating it.
You can purchase Lee's art by going to newmoonnetwork.com/shop.